Hey, what's going on everybody, and welcome back to another Darkfall video. As some of you may know, I'm currently working on a side project, which is my first real attempt at creating a game. And one of you made a suggestion that I should make a development log. So I thought I'd make a quick video just to show you guys where I'm at right now, which is I only started it maybe about a week ago, and I've not had much time to spend on it, so that's why it took me this long. But let me go ahead and show you what I've done so far. Now I am using the Unreal Engine because it's so powerful and the blueprint system is amazing, so that's why I'm using it. So as you can see, the game itself is a 2D side scroller. Let me just go ahead and play this. And before I get all the comments saying it looks terrible, yeah, it does look terrible because I'm quite bad at drawing. So this is my art style. So about 90% of this is drawn by me, which is why it looks bad. And in the future, if I can afford to pay somebody to redraw these, I'm definitely going to do so. But for now, I think it works for a kind of stylized effect. So essentially we play the role of a king of this mythical land of Canterbury. You'll be presented with petitioners, so you have to make decisions and maybe spend gold or send out troops and aid the public figures. So maybe we can dispense some justice or make some improvements to the kingdom. And actually, speaking of that, we'll have something called decrees. So either petitioners or your advisor will present you with decrees, and you can either approve or deny them. Again, there's nothing in here right now, I've not really worked on that yet, but you get the idea. So let's go ahead and take a look at the journal. This is about 80% done. I still need to do a few things, but we're almost there with the journal. We can go to the contents and select one of these and it'll jump to the page, or we could just flip through the pages. That's entirely up to the player. So we can see we have objectives, we have a treasury page which will tell us our revenue and our upkeep. And then we have the map page, and we can do a bunch of things here. If we could select one of these provinces, and we could either send a trade agreement, and hopefully the merchant guild agrees. We can send or recall any troops that we have, and obviously if we reinforce a province, it'll help keep our control of that area. And yeah, definitely you need to reinforce these areas, so let's go ahead and send some troops. We can see this menu is not complete yet. Obviously I need to just add a few animations and then hide these buttons, but the actual sending of the troops works. So let's send a few troops to Eastwick. And as you just saw, it sent a few troops to this area. It was just a poor little animation, which by the way I did in Blender using a particle system. Same thing with the rest of these troops, we can send them wherever we want. And there they go, and off they go. So yeah, it was pretty interesting to do that in Blender. And obviously we can recall this army at any time. And then one more thing for this map, if we hover our mouse over this icon, we can see exactly where our troops are garrisoned. We just jump to the politics page. This obviously needs updating. We need to change the font and make things look better. But if we choose one of these nobles, and it'll give us some information, for example, which province they are in, if we have a trade agreement, how many troops they may have, and also the political status. Right now they're just neutral. We have a bunch of text over here, which is mainly flavor text, but there is some stuff in here that you might find helpful in dealing with these nobles. We could also summon each one of these to our castle, so we go to send envoy. Again, we need to change the text and the buttons, but you get the idea. We can send a letter to them and summon them. And we can see down here, now the envoy has gone off to fetch them. And then when we advance a week by clicking up here, you can see we're now on week 2. And we can see we're now being invaded by these Viking type people. Now this invasion scenario wouldn't happen at week 2, this is just for testing purposes. This would happen many weeks down the line. I'd want the player to have a chance to establish their kingdom first, but you get the idea. We get invaded and yeah, a whole bunch of stuff happens. So we need to build the loyalty of our subjects, build an army, and yeah, go ahead and kick some Viking behind. So as I mentioned, there's a whole bunch more that I want to implement. We can see it's pretty much the bare bones right now, and there's a lot more things that I still need to do. But I think I've got most of the hard work done. For example, the saving. If we press P, we can actually save and load this game. So for example, let's save this and then close this down. So we just check we're on week 2 right now. Let's advance this. But if we press P, bring up the pause menu. Remember when we saved it, it was on week 2. So let's go ahead and load the game. Close this down. And we're back at week 2 and everything should be the same. So that's just a quick rundown of what I've got so far. Hopefully you like this video, and at least once a week I'll be posting a development log. And if you want some more information, you can always head over to our blog post. There'll be a link in the description. Also, if you want to support this channel or the creation of this game, you can always head over to our Patreon page, which I just set up today, by the way. So there's a few tiers and there's some exclusive rewards. So if you want to be a patron and support this game further, then that would be great. If you don't, then that's fine too. The game will be available eventually to everyone. Obviously the Patreon subscribers will get exclusives, and for those with voting power, they can also shape the future of the game as well. So thanks to you guys for continuing to show your support. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.